Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so it looks like I have a minute to spare on that clock, but on the computer it's saying something different. But we can go ahead and prepare for our superintendent and board recognitions. The first that we have are our elementary science fair winners, and these include Mr. Carson Brown in kindergarten, Miss Serena Yu or Sue in first grade, Mira Trudeau in second grade, and Shanvi, I don't want to butcher your last name, in third grade, and Miss Anisha Reddy in fourth grade, and Yael Hayes in fifth grade. And so they all come to us from LaSalle, McKinley, and Wildwood Elementary, and Forest Heights Elementary. Mr. Smith, if you'd like to acknowledge Ms. Anton Morris.
Yes, Dr. Morris, would you come forward? She's not here. Well, can we have the students come up at least where we can take a picture, and do we have a medallion?
They should be on.
Yeah. So with the elementary science winners, please come forward.
Congratulations, young lady. Great job.
Next, we have our Teacher of the Year recognitions. Congratulations, Ms. Melanie Jones, Elementary Teacher of the Year. And we have Ms. Natalie Gulteg. Am I saying it correctly? Yoltik. Okay, thank you. I do apologize for mispronouncing. Congratulations if you will make your way to the front as well. And then we also have our high school. Yes. And we have our high school Teacher of the Year, Mr. William Alsobrook Jr. from Bel Air High School. So, congratulations to Crestworth Elementary, Park Forest Elementary, and Bel Air High School. Miss Kylie, we can't do this without you. Our State Teacher of the Year comes directly from McKinley Elementary here in Baton Rouge.
Hold on, just a One more real quick. She looks. Get in there, quickly. Thank you. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, excuse me, if we can have a repeat of the students that won the science fair, because we had one more student to come in, one more winner to come in, and we would like to take a retake of the picture. Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll give it a few minutes then. All right. Lastly, we have our Principal of the Year candidates. And congratulations to those of you who are winners, our Principal of the Year winners. We have Danny Edwards for elementary school from Wildwood Elementary. Congratulations. All right, we have Dr. Tangelia McCrae. Yeah! My star. Come on, girl. Congratulations. And then lastly, we have Miss Margot Morgan Forbes, our high school teacher of the year from Arlington Prep. Congratulations, you all.
Can you hold his flowers? Look how he hold them. Look how he hold them.
All right, you ready here? All right, guys. Happy Drivers Day. All right, 1, 2, and 3.
All we gotta do.
Has the science fair winner made it? Is it this young man right here? Oh, you're so handsome. Okay, let us go back and take another science fair winner picture. If all of the science fair winners can make their way to the front.
Ready here? Everyone look this way. That's a good-looking shot. 1, 2, and 3. All right, congratulations.
Okay, this concludes our recognitions for today. We will reconvene at 5 p.m. for our regular board meeting this afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Thursday, February 22nd, 2024. It is 5 p.m. Welcome to the regular meeting of the East Baton Rouge Parish School Board. The invocation tonight will be led by School Board Member Nathan Russ, and the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Cadet Sergeant Sky Williams of Bel Air High School, accompanied by Army Instructor First Sergeant Retired William C. Alsobrook, Jr., our High School Teacher of the Year. Let us stand. Good to do.
Please join me in a prayer. Our Lord in heaven, we praise you. We thank you for everything that you are. We thank you for the blessings that you've bestowed upon us, the food on our plates, the roofs over our head, the clothes on our back, but more so than ever, Lord, we thank you for the families and the children of this community. We pray that as we do the work of your people, Lord, that we will keep those children and families in mind as we go forward and discuss and think and talk about what is best for our families, that your will be done. In your name we pray. Amen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am First Sergeant William C. Alsobrook, Jr. I am the Let One instructor for all incoming freshmen at Bel Air Magnet High School. I bring to you greetings from Principal Ms. Verdi Baptiste, faculty, staff, and administration. Mr. Adam Smith, Superintendent of Schools. Carla Powell Lewis, Board President, and board members. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce to you one of the outstanding JROTC cadets at Bel Air Magnet High School. Cadet Williams is the Let 2 Cadet of the Year for East Baton Rouge Parish. This wonderful cadet is a cheerleader as well as a member of the Beta Club and Honor Society. Additionally, as a sophomore in her second year of JROTC, she participated in the academic and leadership boards. She currently has a 4.15 GPA. Upon graduating, she plans to attend New York University and major in business with a concentration in culinary arts. Her dream is to become a pastry chef by utilizing her newfound talent of creating new designs in pastry. Later on, she plans to return to New Orleans to open up a bakery shop. She would like to open a bakery featuring original and innovative ideas. Cadet Williams is the daughter of Miss Sable Williams, Mansour's Madams, here to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I present to you Cadet Staff Sergeant Sky Williams of Bel Air Magnet High School.
Hi, y'all. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh, yes, indeed. Congratulations, baby.
Thank you. Okay, we will now have our roll call.
District 3, President Powell Lewis.
Present.
District 9, Vice President Martin.
Present. Present.
District 1, Mr. Blue.
Here.
District 2, Mr. Lannis. District 4, Ms. Stewart. District 5, Mr. Lewis.
Present.
District 6, Mr. Russ.
Present.
District 7, Mr. Gode.
Here.
District 8, Ms. Chatelain.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Item B1, meeting minutes. Approval of the school board minutes of the January 25th, 2024 regular school board meeting, January 23rd, 2024 special board meeting, and the February 8th, 2024 committee of the whole meeting as published in the official journal. Is there a motion? It has been moved by Mr. Russ. Is there a second?
Mr. Gode did.
Okay, it has been seconded by Mr. Gode. Comments from the board? Okay. Seeing none, we'll return to comments from the public. Seeing none, returning to comments from the board. Okay, we will now entertain a vote.
Please vote. Madam President, can we do a roll call?
Yes, we will now enter into a roll call vote.
District 1, Mr. Blue.
Yes.
District 2, I'm sorry. District 3, President Powell Lewis.
Yes.
District 4, Ms. Stewart. District 5, Mr. Lewis. Yes. District 6, Mr. Russ.
Yay.
District 7, Mr. Gode.
Yes.
District 8, Ms. Chatelain.
Yes.
District 9, Vice President Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Alphabet C, information only. Are there any, is there a monthly financial report for today or personnel changes? Okay, looks like Ms. Lopez is coming to the front.
Good evening, board members, Superintendent Smith, Ms. Paul Lewis. Today I'm going to do the general fund budget and special revenue budgets for January 2024 review, as I do every month for y'all. So throughout this presentation, I've also included January 2023 just as included for context, so y'all can see the difference between this year and last year as we continue on. The January 2024 total MFP enrollment is 38,189, which is a decrease from previous year of 294 students. The school types and percentages are included for your review. The total general fund staff by function is also included, and as expected, your teachers are your largest population. Above, you will note the major sources of revenue for the general fund. Currently, the district has collected approximately 62% of our proposed property taxes. The district receives the yearly property tax on January 15th, and total property taxes collected by the district has been $146 million to date, with an additional $60 million anticipated in February. Sales tax is 45 days in arrears, so we do not completely collect all of our sales taxes for this fiscal year until August of 2024. MFP has adjusted base upon the October count. As you know, we do 2 counts every year. We do October 1 and February 1. The LDOE SIS will not close until tomorrow, so we do not have a formalized February count as of this point. Above are the general fund expenditures through January 2024. As expected, your 3 highest categories are salaries, benefits, and charter schools. Currently, we're running at 57% of our proposed expenditures, and at this point of the year, we expect to be at about 58%, so we're exactly where we're supposed to be. We are currently working on the second stipend payment that will be released on March 22nd for all employees. Above, you will note the major sources of revenue for our special revenue funds of the district. Currently, the district has collected approximately 48% of the proposed revenue. The reason this is important to note is that our Props 1, 2, and 3, again, are 100% sales tax driven, so we're 45 days in arrears. You will not completely collect all that money until August of 2024. The other sources are grant funds. With all of our grants, in order to receive the funds, you must spend the funds and we are reimbursed at that point. So they're always about 30 days behind. Above are the special revenue expenditures through January 2024. Salaries and benefits, again, are our highest expenditures. We are currently at 59%, and our expectation is 58% of the year. So we are right on task. So our January 2024 financials by percentage. So as we said, our general fund, we've collected about 62% of our revenue. We still have another half of year of MFP. We have till August to get our sales tax. We have collected almost all of our property taxes at this point. The props, as I stated, are about near 50%, but they have a full another 45 days to grow out at the end of the year, and then ESSER, title, and our non-majors are waiting on reimbursements. Our expenditures are right where they belong. The only one that is an odd one is our Prop 2 and our Prop 3. As you know, it was the consideration of the board to pay the stipends out of Prop 3 and Prop 2 to pay their own. So those are a little bit higher than they normally would be, but after the stipends this year, whatever the pleasure of the board will be for next year will be adjusted at that time. Any questions?
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Lopez. Seeing no questions, is there a personnel change report or anything of that nature today? Okay. All right. Moving to alphabet D, receive as information, update from the superintendent. Okay. Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Madam President. There are many things to celebrate in our school system this month. I would like to once again to congratulate Derek Wynn, a third grade math and science teacher at Crestworth Elementary School. He is a recipient of the Milken Educational Award, which comes with a cash value of $25,000. Milken Award founder Lauren Milken, joined by Louisiana Superintendent Kay Brumley, presented this award before an assembly of cheering students, proud colleagues, dignitaries, and media. Both the boys and girls indoor track and field champions call EBR home. We proudly congratulate the teams at Glen Oaks High School and Scotlandville High School for their accomplishment in bringing home the recent state championship. February is National Magnet School Month. We honor these sites for their families and schools for their contributions for their diverse portfolio of schools in our district. Also, February is National Black History Month. I would like to thank our students, school staff, department heads, and communication team for everything they've done to make this month a special month for our students. We will continue to celebrate and promote the past and present accomplishments of our American community members in our community. Looking ahead to March, the celebrations continue with the following key dates. National School Social Worker Week is March 3rd through the 9th. National SEL Week is March 4th through the 8th, and International SEL Day begins March 8th. March is also known as Arts in our schools. We look forward for schools for showcasing their fine art programs. The district will continue to host the FAFSA night for all interested students on Tuesday, March 5th. ACT assessment will also begin and be completed by each of our district high schools. Additional information on all events above shared by the schools will be shared by our districts in the upcoming days. Madam President, that concludes my report.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Godey.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Superintendent, for your report. But I would ask, there have been some major changes in the leadership at the school level or right above the school level. Would you please take a moment to describe those changes and what's changed and how that has come about?
Most definitely. Under the previous administration, what we had executive directors who support schools. They were coaching schools from areas from elementary through middle and high school. Majority of our executive directors, they had elementary experience. So what I wanted to do is to align the strengths, not work from a deficit. What national research shows us that if you lower the principal supervisory to around no more than 10 to 12 schools, you get better results where you can have intimate relationships between the supervisors as well as the principals, because what you want is that intimate relationship where they can spend time, because the role of the principal supervisors has changed over the years. It's not just about supervisors, but it also is about coaching. And we had some executive directors that had up to 17 schools in elementary, middle, and high school, and that was an inequity with some executive directors who might only have 5 or 8 schools. And so what we wanted to do is to kind of balance that out and to allow those executive directors to work from an area of strength. And I shared that with the principal as well as the board members, and I think that's a major shift because I've done the work of an executive director. When I was an executive director, I primarily focused with middle schools, which was my area of strength at the time. And so I just thought it was a disadvantage for some of our executive directors to be covering just the amount of schools that they were covering, and not being able to actually spend time, quality time, with the principals that they are working with.
Thank you, and I fully agree with those things. I would just encourage you for in the future in superintendent's report to have things of substance like this. This is the kind of the things we need to talk about. A calendar is interesting, but not substantive. And I would really like to have meat in this and what's really happening in the district and the things to publicize that to, so everyone can know that and things like that, because I think those are the things that are important for us to be focused on. Thank you.
Noted. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay. Alphabet E, reports from board appointees to committees and agencies. Are there any reports from board members that are serving on community agencies? Okay.
I don't have one, but I would like to take a moment of personal privilege to recognize one thing about our wonderful schools. And just, I want to invite all of my colleagues on the board to come on March 2nd to the Esport Madness esports tournament. It's being held at our esports arena, which also doubles sometimes as our planning or as our PDC building. I went last time for a brief period, and it is phenomenal to see the strength of that program and the excitement that the kids have. Competing very forcefully, but it's a very largely student-run thing and really incredible operation. So it's 10 to 3, doors open at 9 a.m. Saturday, March 2nd. I would really encourage everybody to come out there on 3000 North Sherwood Forest.
Thank you. Mr. Lewis.
Again, excuse me, point of privilege. On the 28th of this month, and Mr. Smith did mention that it was Black History Month. We've been in the process for the last 3 or 4 weeks, Mr. Eugene Collins and I, putting together a program at Dufrock. There will be a press release in a couple of days. But I don't know how many of you guys in here remember, but Dufrock was the first elementary school integrated in East Baton Rouge Parish. We're in the process of contacting at least 6 of those students, 3 blacks, 3 whites, and we're going to have first of all, these people will be presented a proclamation from the mayor's office. We will have students doing book reports. From there, we will move inside and have a panel discussion. We're going to be asking these children, what was happening in your minds at this time, if you can remember. Just kind of find out where they were at the time. And a lot of people may not realize, but Dufrock Elementary is the site of where the Battle of Baton Rouge was fought in the Civil War. Mr. Dufrock was the first mayor of Baton Rouge. The Baton Rouge Gazette was his newspaper, and he was also a Confederate major. So we just, in recognition of Black History Week, we just kind of want to talk about these things, get them out in the open, hopefully kind of revitalize Dufrock and get that interest back to where it was a few years ago. It's a great school over there, but it's been kind of lost in the shuffle with so many different things going on. And I'll close in saying this. There was a kind of a headstone plaque on the campus that nobody knew what it was for. And kids were running around playing on the playground, tripping over it, hurting themselves. Well, it was a plaque honoring Dufrock. And about 4 or 5 years ago, that plaque was moved to a museum in West Baton Rouge. Mr. Collins recalls, as a student, running on the playground, having to be aware that this piece of concrete was out there, but nobody knew what it was for. So I encourage you all to keep a lookout for the press release, and hopefully we will have a wonderful program and get to share some of the undocumented history in this school system. Thank you.
Thank you. I have entered into the queue as well. In the spirit of announcements, I know that tonight's agenda is pretty short, and I am excited about that because our students are performing at Independence Park Theater this evening at 7 p.m. To close out their Black History Month activities with a hip-hop presentation. So I challenge my colleagues and all of you who are in the room and possibly the listening audience as well to make your way over to Independence Park Theater for 7 p.m. Because I'm sure that they will have a wonderful presentation to close out this month's activities. 50 years of hip-hop. Wow. All right, let us keep going. Okay, we're now to the consent agenda. Ms. Stewart.
The following items are to be approved as part of the consent agenda and considered to be routine and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussions of items unless a board member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered as an item on the regular agenda for a separate vote preceding the last item on the regular agenda. 2, stipend. Consideration of the request to accept the LDOE differentiated compensation allocation and approve the one-time non-reoccurring teacher stipend, strategic alignment, operational excellence. Ms. Hall. Number 3, graduation agreements. Consideration of a request for the approval of an agreement between the East Baton Rouge Parish School Board and the following. A, Southern University in the amount of $60,500 for the rental of F.G. Clark Activity Center for high school graduations. B, Louisiana State University in the amount of $55,360 for the rental of the Pete Maravich Assembly Center for high school graduations. Strategic alignment, operational excellence, funding source, general fund. 4, professional services contract, Youth Educational Services Incorporated. Consideration of a request for the approval of a professional services contract between the East Baton Rouge Parish School Board and Youth Educational Services Incorporated. Yes, in the amount of $47,925 to provide instruction to ACT classes at Broadmoor High. Strategic alignment, student achievement and development, funding source, Title I, school-wide. 5, policy revision, sick leave bank. Consideration of a request for the approval of the following school board policy revision and related matters. GBR-IBB, sick leave bank. 6, policy and policy revisions. Consideration of a request for the approval of the following policy and policy revisions. A, BBC, board committees, new. B, BCB, school board meetings, rules of procedure, revised. C, BC, meetings, revised. D, BCBA, notice of school board meetings, revised. 7, litigation. Consideration of a request for the approval of the recommendation from Gwen Shamlin, General Counsel, EBR Parish School Board in the matter of Anna Sudam versus East Baton Rouge Parish School System and Christy L. Woods, suit number 656-588, section 25, 19 JDC, Parish of East Baton Rouge, and to provide related matters. 8, litigation. Consideration of a request for the approval of the recommendation from Gwen Shamlin, General Counsel, EBR PSB in the matter of Samaya Bremer versus East Baton Rouge Parish School Board, Case 703-368, Section 26, 19th JDC, and to provide for related matters. Number 9, litigation, consideration for a request for the approval of the recommendation from Gwen Shamlin, General Counsel, EBR, PSB, in the matter of Ashley Dewey versus Marie Babin, East Baton Rouge Parish School Board, and Berkeley Insurance Company, docket number C 690900, Section 21D, 19th JDC, Parish of East Baton Rouge, and to provide for related matters. 10, advertising for EBR superintendent position, discussion, consideration for the approval of the following. A, board leadership convene a vision planning retreat followed by a series of board workshops and a series of community engagement meetings across the district between February 2024 and April 30th, 2024, holding no less than 4 meetings, 3 in-person meetings, each held in a different board district, and 1 virtual meeting. Each community engagement meeting will allow members of the public to express their perspectives and opinions regarding the district's vision and their superintendent search process. B, that the goal of these workshops and community engagement meetings be the development of a community vision for our schools and a framework of priorities for the types of schools and students the district should develop, all building on our current foundations and strategic plans. C, that along with the vision, this work will develop a set of criteria sought in a permanent superintendent for the district. D, that the vision, framework of priorities, and superintendent criteria be presented to the board for potential adoption no later than April 30th. And E, that the position of the superintendent will be advertised based on the adopted vision, framework of priorities, and criteria for at least 30 days beginning no later than May 6, 2024. And that's so I can.
Okay, thank you. All right, before we move forward, are there any items that any would like to pull at this time? Yes, sir.
I'd like to pull item 10.
Okay, pulling item 10. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Okay, seeing none, then we will go ahead and actually take the consent agenda with all items except item 10. Is there a motion? It has been moved by Mr. Russ. Is there a second? It has been seconded by Mr. Gode. Comments from the board, and this is for all items other than item 10. All right, seeing none, we will now turn to comments from the public. Okay, Ms. Matthews.
I'm having to rethink everything at the moment. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and wave. Okay, yeah, this is weird. Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no further comments from the public, we will now turn back to comments from the board. Mr. Martin.
I'd just like the record to reflect that I'm recusing myself since one of these items involves LSU.
Okay, thank you. All right. Seeing no further comments from the board, we will now entertain a vote on items 1 through 9.
Please vote. Motion carries.
Thank you. Item F10, advertising for EBR superintendent position. Discussion, consideration for the approval of the following. A, board leadership convene a vision planning retreat followed by a series of board workshops and a series of community engagement meetings across the district between February 2024 and April 30th, 2024, holding no less than 4 meetings, 3 in-person meetings, each held in a different board district, and 1 virtual meeting. Each community engagement meeting will allow members of the public to express their perspectives and opinions regarding the district's vision and the superintendent search process. Alphabet B, that the goal of these workshops and community engagement meetings be the development of a community vision for our schools and a framework of priorities for the types of schools and students the district should develop, all building on our current foundations and strategic plans. Alphabet C, that along with the vision, this work will develop a set of criteria sought in a permanent superintendent for the district. Alphabet D, that the vision, framework of priorities, and superintendent criteria be presented to the board for potential adoption no later than April 30th. And E, that the position of superintendent will be advertised based on the adopted vision, framework of priorities, and criteria for at least 30 days, beginning no later than May 6, 2024. Is there a motion? Okay, it has been moved by Mr. Gaudet. Is there a second? It has been seconded by Mr. Martin. Comments from the board at this time? Mr. Martin. Okay, all right, Mr. Gaudet.
Yes, thank you, President Powell Lewis, I'm sorry. I pulled this just because at the last meeting, we said that it came relatively late, and there was not a lot of time for public review and comment. So I just want to make sure that it got pulled so that if the public did have any review and comment, they'd have an open opportunity to do that. Also, I want to remind everyone that I think our statement was that we wanted to put the advertisement as quickly as possible out into the newspaper. So I'm hoping that that will be a topic of discussion at the workshop tomorrow, and we can get that advertisement moving quickly because there are a lot of superintendent positions open across the country, and now is the time to be applying for those things. So I just wanted to explain why I pulled it, and I support the thing, but I just want to give the public a chance for comment. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Seeing no further comments from the board, we will now turn to comments from the public. Ms. Matthews.
I appreciate the opportunity to speak on it, Board Member Gaudet. I actually had a chance. I'm a nerd, and after being here for 4 hours or however long we're here, I do go home and watch them again. And after looking at the comments and reading everything over again, I actually have to rescind my comments from last time, and I do agree with President Powell Lewis and Vice President Martin. And I've changed my mind and do think that the current time frame is better than the April of the advertising date, not the application date. Yeah. So you have to wait. But I do think that the way it currently is set up is the better time frame. Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no further comments from the public, we return to comments from the board. Seeing none, we will entertain a vote.
Please vote. Motion carries.
Thank you. Alphabet G, organizational items, announcements of meetings. Mr. Lewis.
I'm trying to find it. Oh, here we are. Which one, y'all want me to read from here or read from there?
Let me help you out. Let me get you there, buddy. No, it's right here.
Oh, you sure? You ready? Okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. Yes, board retreat. Board retreat to be held Friday. To be held February the 23rd from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and February 24th from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Ostruma High School Library. Some or all board members may attend. Board workshop to be held March 7th, 2024 at 5 p.m. in the central office boardroom. Some or all board members may attend. Committee of the whole to be held March 7th, 2024, immediately following board workshop in the central office boardroom. LSBA annual convention to be held March 10th through the 12th, 2024 at the Crown Plaza, Baton Rouge. Some or all board members may attend. Regular meeting to be held March 21st, 2024 at 5 p.m. in the central office boardroom.
Thank you.
You ready?
Okay, Mr. Gode or Coach Lewis, who would like to make the final motion?
Go ahead, Ms. Gordon. I move we adjourn.
Thank you. This meeting is now adjourned. Go catch that special presentation.